talk about even talking about recruiting students, although we should be talking about recruiting more students, but we won't do that right now. You may have heard that several months ago, we introduced what is called the Cake Award. That is basically a recognition of colleagues who often go beyond expectation to get the job done, to do whatever is necessary. And Dr. To get the job done. So when an individual is nominated either by a colleague or by a student or a staff, anyone, we place that person's name on the list of nominees to be recognized, and at least twice a month we try to recognize an individual. Today we have a member of the faculty, a member and colleague of yours that we came over to say thank you to and to recognize. And he's sitting in the room, may not even know that he is the person. Okay? So, Dr. Artie, stand up, sir. All right. Now, I'm going to ask Crystal, and thank you for the nomination as well.
Now he's about to write a check.
For doing one thing, and that is making sure that students are taken care of. And he's always here from 8:30 in the morning, sometimes leaving around 6, 7. And very importantly, he comes in Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
To work. Not only does he do that, when students are having problems, he's ready to jump in and talk to them. And even meet their parents, talk, make phone calls to make sure that they feel comfortable. So we appreciate all the work.
Fantastic.
Work together. We don't work together all that often, but when we have worked together, you have been a ball of energy and ideas. He's very committed, totally committed to Cheyney and advancing the science program here. We worked together when we brought the Ghanaian students here for a visit. He was on the team that planned that visit, 200 Ghanaian students. And he was, just came in, had ideas, was a hard worker. We should do X, Y, and Z. And was very instrumental in making that a wonderful experience for those students. And then with our work with our partners in Rwanda, he was part of the small planning team that followed up after the Rwandans came here and talked about how we can work together in the science area. And again, he had a wealth of ideas and just energy to get things done. And he's not a man who likes to do recruiting in Africa and bring us some students. Of course I do. So, I mean, I want to just thank you for, it's always a pleasure to work with you.
You hear that, John?
Yes, sir. One thing I have to add about my friend, Dr. Adiega, is that he is always trying to do his work and make sure that he's not exposing himself to be known that he's doing something. He wants to do it for the sake of doing it. And he's not the person who wants to say, okay, I'm doing this, I'm showing myself that I'm doing it, I want to be recognized, I want to be this. This is a very good quality that I like in that idea.
I've been supporting the department a lot. I worked as a department chair of 6 years, and he was always supporting the department. And that's something that needed from all faculty.
My office, which was in DSS, I thought he was a student. He had on some shorts, and he was very casually dressed. And he gave me all of his information about his research and all of that. I was very impressed. But as we worked together, haven't always agreed, which I always say it's okay. This is a university. Discourse is welcomed and encouraged. And I like the fact that he and I can disagree strongly. We feel passionately about things differently, but we feel passionately about one thing, and that's our students. And I appreciate that about you. I know you can't always say what you want to say out loud. I get that. But I want you to know I appreciate it, and I think you're doing a great job. And I'm glad to have known you. Thank you. And I want cake.
Oh, I think I should say something.
Yes, sir.
I think I'd like to take a little credit. I was the chair at the time, and I saw those qualities, and I said, yeah, let's bring this guy here. So, thank you. Thank you. Someone? Oh, I can go on?
No.
Yes, I can say something. I was doing the computer science search. We were trying to use Skype to do the interview. Yes, it's cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were looking for the what do we call it? The camera attached to computers. Yes. When I mentioned it to Dr. Ali, he just gave us one immediately, right? So it saves us a lot of time to do that. Thank you, Doctor. Many other things.
No, not yet. Let's open this up. Yes. Okay. Now, this is, all right, excellent employees take the cake. Now it's being presented to you for demonstrating outstanding service here at Cheyney University of Pennsylvania on the 23rd day of March 2015. Frank G. Fogg, interim president, Cheyney University appreciates everything you do. And the appreciation rests and speaks for itself, because you've heard from your colleagues already about how they feel about what you do. And so this is just a very small plaque that's recognizing you for the services you provide every day. Especially when you come in on Saturday. Does it come in on Sunday?
On Sunday too.
And holidays, he worked New Year's Day and Christmas Eve.
Helping us with chemistry.
All right. Well, this is for you. Now, it's not time yet for you to say anything. I know you have one of these somewhere.
Yes, I do.
No,
I don't.
He's smart, too. Okay, now this is leather?
Yeah, that's leather.
Okay,
It's cute leather.
Oh. Kind of funny old. Sometimes these holes can get into leather and not come out. All right, so that we are pin. And now I want to open this cake up so you can see what it says.
I did.
Oh, thank you for your excellent service.
Yeah.
For your excellence, Dr. Ali.
All right. Well, everyone should get a slice of cake.
I have an apology.
Okay.
I knew this was coming
Oh.
3 weeks ago, but
Oh.
I,
Wow, yeah.
I tried my very best.
God did. Because when Michelle called me, I was trying to finish something up. Then all of a sudden it hit me. I said, okay, there's something going on here. Because they're not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be at the Senate seat. And, I had them over the winter break. And let me tell you, I talk about them as much as they talk about me. My current students, they hear so much about these two ladies right here because they're probably very close to me in age. You know, so I have a couple of years over them or something. But it was such a joy to teach them because our husband and myself, I'm on Skype. He's running around the house. I'm trying to teach the wife. Little kid is jumping up and down. I find out, say, you husband, you take the kid. She's in class. And, you know, so, and then at night, sometimes when my wife comes home, I'll take the camera, go elsewhere. But, you know, to keep the story short, they worked me, both of them. And they didn't realize they were working me. But it was a joy because when students are enjoying what you're presenting, and I knew the background they came with when they registered for the online class, and I said, look, I will help you provided you're ready to learn this stuff. And when we were done, because of them, and this is not even a joke, I went to the curriculum committee to present another online course development last week. And I was telling them about how quickly I went through 10 chapters of chemistry. Dr. Dan this year is a chemist. He knows how it is to start from chapter 1 and go through 10 chapters in 3 weeks. And we did that in 3 weeks. Though we met every day, online, everything was online. At home, here, weekend, it didn't matter. They were ready. So, and they actually inspired some of these young students that we had in class. The biggest class I ever taught online, I think there were 23 or 25 students. Most of them ended up doing well. And but these two, I tell you, they worked me as much as I worked. So, and then, let me tell you what makes up this department. The people here. Because, I don't know where this really came from, but this should be all of us. This department, since I came about 11 years ago, over there in that building that has, where nothing works real well, but we hung in there. But when you look at these faces of all this faculty here, they're the reason why I do what I do. Because I do as much as they do. Even sometimes we do more than, but nobody complains. We want things to work for our students. All of these people care about the students, and we care about what we do over here. Coming to this new building, let me tell you, from where we came from, only we can cherish this building because we know what it means and what it stands for. We know. So, in a nutshell, this is more or less a cake for the department, not really for me. I tell you that much because this department, this faculty here, they work very hard. We work because of our students, and so I'll just leave it at that. Thank you all very much.
Get that baby, get out of here.